Hi guys, this morning I was reading an article about a study that has looked at Don't Ask, Don't Tell 1 year out. One of the things that I wanted to call out is actually how nicely it summarizes its method here. Okay, so this is basically talking about that this is 1 year ago is when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed, and so there is a new UCLA study which is being released today, and this one of the co-authors is talking about this. But right here is where they summarize their method, and I think that this is really excellent. So when we're talking about what's going to be a good kind of method for you, you can talk about the different kinds of pieces that are important to ask about. So when they're thinking about finding out what difference did the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell make, what they did was they surveyed 200 active duty troops before and after repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell about cohesion in their units, because that was the main argument against it, is that it was going to negatively impact unit cohesion. And they analyzed data from 2 other surveys, so they're not only gathering their own data, they're looking at data from other people. We also looked at recruitment and retention figures. We interviewed dozens of military scholars and officials, gay and straight troops, and policy experts, and they examined hundreds of media stories. This is where they're talking about any limitations and bias. We've made a special effort to uncover any damage to cohesion, morale, or readiness by reaching out to all known opponents of openly gay service. All right, so this is contacting anti-gay advocacy groups. This is a very large scope project, but what I love is just that this whole paragraph, boom, talks about exactly how they went about finding answers to their question and how they defined it. Then I went and looked at the actual report. So you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 co-authors. So this is really giant. But also, and this talks about the context for prior to its repeal, what people were worrying about: recruiting and retention impact, leadership at all levels, adverse effects on parents' willingness, blah blah blah. Here, remember, as we're talking about these themes, look at how they've set it up, and it's really evident in this table of contents. So these are the same categories you're going to be using: introduction, methods, historical context, military readiness, components of military readiness, okay? So these are some of the pieces that are going to be in their literature review as well. What are those components? What does it mean to have unit cohesion? What are recruitment and retention initiatives? What might be the impact on assaults and harassment and morale? So when you think about the subheadings, you should be able to tell some of the structure of your paper just even from those subheadings. So as you're writing, make sure that you're organizing to be able to reinforce this. This is a restating of it. They also at the end have their a summary of their findings. This is what for you guys might end up on your trifold in the Galleria at the end of 750. The other thing I think is that they really get people in very effectively into the main dilemma. All right, so this has to do with a pivotal change that happened exactly a year ago, and talking about public opinion and just how does this, what might be the implications of this on the all-volunteer military as we have. So anyway, I just thought that was really interesting, and to be able to take a look at how concisely this group was able to describe their method so that other people will know whether they're believable or not. That's about it, but I thought it was connected to our work, so I'll see you on Saturday.